Hello and welcome to Stitching with My Kitties, floss tube number 31. I'm Patty Penn and I'm so glad that you're joining me today. I apologize if the camera shakes. I'm at the dining room table and Daisy Mae is playing with my little star sprinkles that I have spread around the table runner. Today is Sunday, 15 June 2025. And it is rainy, overcast, chilly here in Northern Virginia today. I had to run to the UPS store to send myself a box with all of my table gifts for StitchCon Weekend B. And it was just, it's cold. I think it was 69. I don't even think it got up to 70. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy what you see here. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and tell all your friends or share with all your friends. That would be fantastic. Now I am finally gonna talk about Kenya. We spent a week in Kenya, we left on March 1st. And so that will be at the end of this floss tube in case you're not interested. As I mentioned, StitchCon Weekend B is coming up. Today is the last day for Weekend A. I think all of table 24, and I'll go over who all that is in just a minute. I think we're all getting there Wednesday. And so it starts, I think the doors open at 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. So that will be fun. I'm so excited. Of course, Niecy Lynn and I are linking up there. Thank goodness I don't have to go through Dallas because, you know, when I tried to go to Stitch West, how that turned out. So it'll be Niecy Lynn and Karen from California, Nancy, the Disorderly Stitcher. Now, she's new to our table this year, and if you haven't watched Nancy's floss tubes, you need to. I will link her. And then the Salty Stitcher Designs, Christy, and Christy's mom is coming this year. Harry and Ann, of course, will be coming back. We didn't sit at the same table last year, but that's why we've got 10 people, so we'll take up 2 tables. We'll have 2 spots left, I think. And then, of course, Jeanne and Ashley. So they're a mother-daughter. They are We Stitch and We Know Things, and they post about every 2 weeks, like me, I believe. And Ashley, I think, is getting into some designing. I haven't seen any of her charts yet, but I'm really looking forward to that. I have to say hello, and please, if I leave somebody out, I'm not meaning to. But hello, Judy. You are such a sweet dear. I love the chart that you sent me. More on that in a minute. And of course, Lori, she has been a faithful viewer since my very first floss tube, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry. Daisy Mae just tried to pull the tablecloth off the table. She's a little mess. Let's see, where was I? Dottie, Stitch and Scotty. If you haven't watched her, she has some beautiful things. And a lot of times her friend, what is her friend's name? I can't remember now. But if I think about it, I'll let you know. Because they do a lot of floss tubes together on Dottie's channel. And then, of course, Ann. Hi, Ann in Salt Lake City, and her friend Cheryl, who picked Niecy Lynn and me up at the Salt Lake City airport and took us to Ogden. I don't think Cheryl watches floss tubes, but Ann, tell her I said hello anyway. So I'm just so excited about getting to see all my friends from last year. And I'm going to the Royal Retreat February 6th through 8th in Colorado Springs with Sampler Guild of the Rockies. And And I think Niecy Lynn is going to try to become a member and go also. It should be a fabulous time. And you obviously do not have to live near Colorado Springs or Denver to be a member, because they do Zooms of all of their general meetings. And I think there's once a month Wednesday evening stitch. However, since I'm 2 hours ahead of them and it starts like 7 or 8, that's too late for me, because I go to bed at 10 o'clock. Damon puts me to bed every night, 10 o'clock on the dot. So I wanted to show my book of days. It's not a whole lot, but it's been fun to work on. Yesterday would have been my mom's birthday. I'm not sure how old she would have been. Well into her 90s. I need to look that up. And I had a FFO. I fully finished something that I'll show you later. And it was the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. So I said that the military parade was really celebrating my mom's birthday. So this has been fun. I'm really enjoying my book of days this year. I do have to show you, and I think, yep, you can see it. Guess who? Daisy May. She really gets into all my stuff. Damon said, well, if you put it away, she wouldn't get it. Well, and I got some happy mail this week. I got a sweet, sweet card from Niecy Lynn. Is that beautiful or what? I love it. And I got a sweet note, like I said, from my sweet friend Judy in Texas. She sent me a chart. I can't show you because it's just the chart. But Lindy Stitches had included the chart in Judy's order. And she knew that I had the ThreadWorks colors. So she sent the pattern to me. So thank you so much, Judy. That was a big surprise yesterday. And, okay, if anybody knows of a book for dummies to figure out how to edit your floss tube, please leave a comment and tell me where I can get that book. Remember last time, I could not remember Happiness is Heart Made, Christy, that I'm going to have lunch with after July the 4th. She is the designer of Happiness is Heart Made. And she sent some charts for me to share with you. So, I'm going to share 2 of them today, but I'm going to go ahead and show all of them. So, we've got Lovebird Bouquet. I love it. We've got Shannon's Garden Square. And this kind of reminds me of a Carol Manning design, but it's not full coverage, so I'm much more likely to do this, even though Carol Manning's designs are beautiful. Then she sent Acorn Alphabet, and you know how much I love fall stitching. So I will link her website in the show notes below. And then here's some other patterns on the back of this in case you'd like to take a quick glance. Aren't they beautiful? Then February Cat, looks like Duke. August Heart Square. Again, beautiful colors. And I would leave this up starting in August through Thanksgiving. I think that would be perfect. And then I bought this one. This is how I first met Misty. You belong to meow. My Duke and bees. What could be better? Dukely and bees. Isn't that cute? And then I didn't even know until Christy sent me these patterns earlier this week, because Niecy Lynn and I were going to start this one, A Cat and a Cardinal Christmas. We were going to start this as my birthday sal because of Duke and cardinals. Niecy Lynn and I both love cardinals. Well, I had gotten it at Dreama's. I had her order it for us, but it didn't come in before my birthday, or else I didn't get up there before my birthday. So, Niecy Lynn doesn't know this yet, but she and I are gonna start a sale. Now, we don't do stitch-alongs, but we do start-alongs. I want to have a sale starting 1 December, and we definitely should be able to complete this before Christmas. So please think about joining us, and let Christy know through her website, or you can get it from your LNS more than likely. So Christy, thank you so much. Now for the 2 that we're going to give away today, again, for Shannon's Garden Square, use the word garden. Garden. And for Lovebird Bouquet, use the word bird. And those will be our 2 giveaways. And the next floss tube is, I think that would be June the 3rd. Well, I've got my book of days here. Hang on. What am I trying to add in my head? So my next floss tube will be June 29th. That'll be floss tube number 32. So again, please think about joining us on the sale with a cat and a cardinal Christmas. I thought I would show, I only have 1 whip today. After I finished up everything, I started back on Jessie Challenor, and I'm keeping her in my Jessie Challenor project bag. And I did get my scissor fob and zipper pull. I ordered 2 of them from the attic. Aren't they beautiful? So this is, I did iron this. Excuse the thread, I forgot I had the needle in it, but here she is. The bird is, this bird is complete. I have to do his legs, of course, and the branch underneath him. But this is just, is stunning in my opinion. The colors are amazing. And then, I don't know if I mentioned it on my last floss tube or not. Judy and I were texting back and forth, and she had said, since I have the muted colorway also in the Soie d'Oche, why not restitch it again, stitch it on 46, and I won't do it right away, but I think I'm going to do that. I think I will, sorry for the glare, do that muted colorway also, because this is just such a beautiful pattern. I'm just really enjoying it. I'm not taking her to StitchCon because I have one of those plastic needle minders. It's not a needle minder, but it has the foam in it, and you put your needle in underneath each of the symbols from the chart. And that's just, it's too bulky to take. So I'm not taking that. And my fully finished that I finished up Saturday evening is my Piece Mini Mesh Project Bag. We got this at Stitch West this spring. This is by Shepherd's Bush. They designed the pattern, and they were also the guest designer. And while we were there, we made this little zipper pull, and this is really fun way to do it. I really do like that. So I might try to do some other ones similar to this. And I got back to frame finishes from Total Framing. My Twin Peak Primitives. I think this is Kris Kringle 2024. And he's fully finished, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I also got back my Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor. And I love this frame. I'm not really a brown person, but is this, I mean, it's just perfect in my opinion. And they did an absolute gorgeous job on it. I'm so pleased. Amy has already hung it on my sampler wall upstairs. So that is my my stitching that I've been doing. Let me move some stuff back out of the way because I want to show you some things that are coming up. One of my plans is I'm going to kit up Millie and take her with me. You know, my sweet friend Judy sent me Millie, so I got this. This is Wolf Solid 36 count by Fabric Flair, and I think she'll be beautiful on there because I'm going to use the Sparkling Rosé from Classic Colorworks. That's their new color for that came out at market. So pink's my favorite color. So if I do pink and maybe a dark maroon for the spots, I think that'll be very pretty. So that's one of my plans. And then Nancy, the Disorderly Stitcher, reached out to Table 24. You know, she's one of our new Table 24 people for this year. And she said that let's start. There is room. There is room. And it's by Annie, the Proper Stitcher. So I went and got the PDF version off of Annie's website. And I'm going to try to decide which of these I'm going to stitch. And looking here, I'm leaning towards this one, and that's the Blue Moon. And this is, if you haven't seen the pattern by Annie, the Proper Stitcher, there is room at the table for everyone. I love it. And let me tell you the color. This is 36 count even weave, and I can't remember what color this is. If it's on here, it might not be on here. It's not. I'll try to find it and link it below if you're interested. And I will take this and get Niecy Lynn's input because she is so good with colors. But I'm loving it. Can't wait to get that started. So Nancy's got us doing a SAL starting at StitchCon next week. And I have decided that I'm gonna, besides having my sampler wall, I'm gonna start a DEI wall. And Niecy Lynn and I had already decided to start Day of Jubilee by Silver Creek Samplers. And so she couldn't find the pattern. I had bought it. I wanted to start it last Juneteenth, and I don't remember what happened. But I found it online for her, so I ordered her one, already had mine, and I had gotten the Forbidden Fiber Co. Conversion. So these are the colors. And we're just gonna do it on a beigey even weave from Fabric Flair. I have two different pieces, but will that not be gorgeous? Look at those luscious colors. So we're going to start that on Juneteenth, which is Thursday, the first day of StitchCon. And I think Pam from Just Keep Stitching, I think she's going to start a Juneteenth celebration piece also. And I had ordered this earlier in the year, so this will be another one of my DEI walls, and it's Equal and Free by Silver Creek Samplers for Rosa Parks. And then I saw Pam had started this for Pride Month, and so I had to go and get it, of course. And it is Stonewall. So I had to text my manager, who decided to move back to Florida with his husband. So I had to text Joe and ask him to tell me the story behind this. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to finish it. If it's small enough, because it's 82 by 98 stitches. So I might be able to do maybe, I want it for the DEI wall, so I guess I'll have to have it framed, but I'm not sure. I've got to think about that. So that's my one of my plans. And then a year or so ago, I got this chart at my Alexandria LNS in Stitches, Dog's Declaration by Ink Circles. Because, you know, we had Winifred for 15 and a half years. Well, I was watching Gary and Ronnie from Galron Stitchery. I forget the exact name. But Gary said that they had the Valdani flosses in a kit. So I had to get the kit. And then I got my fabric. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. If I will do the multicolor paw prints or the brown paw prints. There's what the colors would look like. So I'm kind of leaning towards the multicolor paw prints, but we'll see. I've got plenty of time. I'm not gonna kit this up, fully kitted up. I mean, I've got it all in a project bag and my fabric in there, just a project bag that I made some time ago. So that's another one of my plans. Let's see, did I hit everything? Day of Jubilee, Millie, there's room, and a Dog's Declaration. So yay, that was all of my plans. For haul, Christina, you got me in big trouble. If you've never been to Siggy's Closet on Etsy, you really, really need to go. I'm not going to show every single one of these, but I will show you that if I can see it. The inside of the bag is loaded. So let me pull some things out to show you because Christina is just one of the sweetest people. So I got the Americana ribbon. Let's see what else I got in here. I had to get another one of these because, you know, I'm so crazy about bees. So I had to get another bee fob because I have a number of bee bags. I have at least 3 bee bags, if not 4. Then, who could resist? I've got a really bad glare. There you go. With the little black cat charm. And then Americana, you know, I'm gonna love my Americana stuff. And pastels, zipper pull, or scissor fob. And this one is so cute. Oh my goodness. Those are little dots and just scissors and pretty little charms. I can't get it to go around. What's going on here? I'll turn it this way. So, you know, pink's my favorite color. And then this goes with the needle minder, and it has the star with it. I'm just all discombobulated today. It does have a star on it too. Another Americana. Live, laugh, love. You know, I showed you my needle minder collection maybe 2 floss tubes ago. I really didn't need any more needle minders, but oh my goodness. And let's see, a couple more. Let's see here. Look at this red gingham with a little bee at the bottom, I think that is. Here's the needle minder that goes with the pink. And of course, a bee needle minder. Is that pretty? Love it. Another cardinal. Couldn't help myself. Boy, the glare is terrible. Daisy May, stop. She's playing with the sprinkles again. Daisy, stop it. And then I love this one. So I have a few more things in here. Maybe I'll save the rest of them for when I do my floss tube next time. And Christina sent me 2 little cute needle minders. So that is how I got in trouble with in Siggy's Closet Etsy shop. Got to go check her out. I'll link her below. Then I got the Primrose Cottage had I don't know if it was called a summer box or a celebration box, but I got my insulated mug. I'm drinking my iced tea. It came with stickers, 3 recipes, the charts, my home sweet home, a free chart, I won't show it, floss drops, I got the finishing kit, God Bless America, and the DMC flosses that go with it. And I got my subscription from Bestitch Me. I get a 40 count Verdal. Excuse the crinkle, I forgot to take it out. 40 count Verdal, and I'm in the Neutrals Club. And this is wet sand. That's a little washed out. Yeah, it's a little washed out, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. I wonder if I should cut this for Day of Jubilee for Niecy, Lynn, and me. I have to ask her. I'm pretty sure she stitches on 40 count. I think she'll like it. And then I got Yorkshire Flowers 36 count even weave from Fabric Flair. This was, I think this was either a new one or a fabric of the week. And then a PDF download, 4th of July round by Primrose Cottage. Then this was our Patreon chart for Twin Peaks Primitives this month. Summer Breeze. And Winter Gathering. Both from Twin Peaks. And then I got from Christina, thank you Christina, Cat with Spring Tulips, of course. And then I also got Cat Dad. And she sent them to me PDFs, so I just put them directly into my Galaxy notebook. A few other things that I did pick up at In Stitches last Wednesday when I was there. I've seen a lot of people stitching this. It's a daily reminder by With Thy Needle and Thread. Tara Sullivan had this as her birthday stitch. I think she's already finished it. I won't do it on that green, but I think I will try to do it on a medium to medium dark brown. And I may have to get Hannah at Roxy Floss Co. to do a conversion if I change the color of the, what do they call for? Classic Color Works. Weeks and Classic and DMC and Gentle Arts. So I can pull them and see if I need her to do me a conversion. And then Little Robin Designs, Little Liberties. Just little pillows. I have a dough bowl with Americana pillows in them, so that will make a good addition. And then Always Remember with the red poppies for World War I, I believe. And then Plum Street Sampler, We Remember, again with the red poppies. So that is oh, and I forgot, this was also with my, in my box from Primrose Cottage. So that is everything cross stitch related. I am going to move on to my recap of Kenya. As I said, we flew in, we left out of Dulles on Friday or Saturday, March 1st. Saturday. I think our flight left at like 5 o'clock. We got to Nairobi at midnight on that would have been, I think, Sunday night. Yeah, because we flew to Doha and then to Nairobi. So we got to, well, before, I'll just show you this. I was waiting on dinner, and I just had to print these out because I couldn't figure out how to link them into the video. So I was waiting on the rest of my dinner. That was my hors d'oeuvres, and I was watching something on television, don't know what, but that was fun. And then the next morning we had breakfast, and the barista made me a patty cappuccino. And I thought that was so cute. She put a little smiley face on there and a heart. That just made my day. So we went to the Giraffe Center, was one of the first places that we stopped in Nairobi. We spent the whole day. Right after breakfast, we got going immediately. So we went to the Giraffe Center, and this is one of the giraffes, and they gave us little pellets to feed them. These are Rothschild giraffes. They are endangered. They have, I think they had 4 adult females and 1 male. They can only have 1 male because they're very territorial. So, they were all varying ages, but I just think he is adorable. And look at those eyelashes. And we found out the reason they have the long eyelashes is because they like to eat the leaves of the, what's the name of that tree? I sent Niecy Lynn a picture of the tree. It has very long thorns and itty bitty fine leaves, and the eyelashes protect them from the thorns. I'll remember the name eventually. If somebody can tell me how to edit my video, I'll edit and put the name of the tree in there. I mean, I knew it up until now. So we also went to the elephant orphanage, and so they brought the elephants out, and he's drinking his bottle, and you can see the wheelbarrow. One of the elephants started over to help himself without the trainer there, and he got in trouble. And then here's another picture of the trainer holding the bottle for the baby elephant. And then we went to Karen Blixen's house. She is actually not in Nairobi proper. The city is Karen, which is just a suburb. So we went to Karen Blixen's house, and we went out to the coffee drying area because, you know, they tried to grow coffee beans, but I think the elevation was too high to have a good coffee crop. But we saw an oryx, and we actually saw these several more times, and I just think they're so cute. And the guide said that they don't move because they think if they don't move, you don't see them. You won't think that they're alive. And he's on top of one of the coffee dryers. So that was cute. And then after we did that, we went to what was it called? The Maasai bead and leather factory. And this is where I got in trouble. You know, they gave me what I thought was a lump of clay for me to make into a ball. Well, it was really a duck. But this is one of the Maasai ladies painting the what is she painting? I think those are giraffes. And then the first 2 nights that we were in the Masai Mara, we stayed at Governor's Camp. Remember, camp is tents. Lodges are hotels. So this is a picture of the front of our tent with my husband sitting out there enjoying the life. Then the next morning we went out and saw, these are impala, I think. And just look, he's standing on top of a mound. And it's just amazing. There was a group of about 5 or 6 males. And we had seen a lot of other antelope and baboons, greenback, and I forget the other one. And then we saw some cheetahs. They're one of the big 5. We saw pink and white flamingos. Pink and white. They're pink because they eat red algae. And I got to see an ostrich couple with their babies. That was so much fun. It was amazing. And I did not know there's an alpha male and an alpha female. But the male, there are a number of other females in it's not a herd, a flock, in the flock. But the mothers sit on the eggs, but only the alpha male and the alpha female take the chicks out. And the males are dark, almost black, and the females are white, and that's because the males take care of the babies in the evening, and the moms are lighter colors so that they blend in with the grasslands. And we saw a lot of elephants, lots and lots of elephants. And here's another one. They were just amazing. And these are all females with their calves, I guess you would say. And I love this picture. And one last one of the elephants. Lots and lots of fun. While we were at Governor's Camp, and this isn't all from the Masai Mara. Some of these photos are from Amboseli. But we, what was I going to tell you? While we were in Governor's Camp, at night we heard a lot of noises out in the wilderness. And our tent overlooked a tributary to the Mara River, and it was the hippos. The hippos are underwater all during the day because they have very, very sensitive skin. But at night, they come out of the water and eat the grasslands. So we heard the hippos every night. And we were having breakfast the first morning we were at Governor's Camp. And some giraffes decided to walk up and join us for breakfast, and they just wandered by. And when we were at the Serena Lodge Hotel in Amboseli, a pride of lions walked past. Now, that was the only time when we were out in the bush that there was a fence. Everything else, I mean, everything came through. I think I've mentioned when we arrived at Governor's Camp, when we flew in to the airport airstrip, piece of dirt really, there was a giraffe just wandering by as we were landing. So so that was what greeted us. On the Jeep drive over to Governor's Camp, there was a herd of zebra and a bull elephant had walked through camp right before we got there. And we knew that a bull elephant or an elephant had walked through camp because he left a calling card right outside of our tent. But they did come and take care of it. So it was amazing, beautiful, fantastic trip. And next time I'll tell you all about our week in Tanzania. I'm so glad that you joined me today, and I hope that you have a wonderful 2 weeks. If you're going to be at StitchCon Week B, please look us up. Table 24, we're going to have our own signs, even if we're not at the original or the official Table 24. We'll have everybody confused, but that's kind of, what we do sometimes. So I guess that was all of the information I wanted to give to you. I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks. Stay safe and happy stitching. Bye.